All right, here's my first update. Today I'm installing the SKS Commuter 2 fenders and the Axiom MK3 bike rack. The front fender went on pretty much as advertised. I watched the videos and made it very easy. The rear fender, however, started with a couple of issues. The first one is that there is this clip right here, and it is supposed to mount to the fender and then mount right there. Well, these are 53mm fenders and it is not wide enough. Okay, so that didn't work. That is not that big a deal to me. I should be able to make something that I can get to pull that up in that area right there. Otherwise, I can do some adjustment. The next thing that happened that might be a little hard to see here is with the rack on, the stays for the fender cannot get to the fender right, and basically I had to, if you can see that, make a little bend and then tie strap them to here. That will allow me to get the adjustment I need. Those bend pretty easy, and with a little bit of work I'll be able to get those bent up just right. Now so far I'll say I'm very happy with the rack. The rack has a lot of adjustment. I ended up having to go to this piece right here. It had a couple of pieces like this that could mount like this, but with the angle didn't work for me. So this worked real well, a little bend right there. But now I've got a big old rack mount battery that's going to have to mount on top of this rack. And a couple of things is that with this rack, it's got this little up sweep right here. So I've already started cutting it off, and I'm going to have to cut that off right there and cut that flat. Then I'm going to have to get a piece of metal, aluminum, so that I can mount my battery slide tray. And that's going to have to mount up here like this. So I'm going to finish cutting that off and then work on finding what I need to get this ability to mount my battery, and then that'll be a good day's work. After that, although they're not here yet, is I have a set of handlebars coming, and they got 5 inches of rise. The way that this has been sitting, I've put about 5,000 miles on this bike, and with the seat up high and these where they're at, I get pain in my wrists, my hands go numb, and my butt goes numb, and my back gets sore after about an hour or so on riding. So I'm going to give it a little bit more Dutch style, lower the seat post a little bit. I had it up higher than it's sitting right now, but lower the seat post a little bit and raise the handlebars up. Because I've got the motor, I don't have to worry so much about being in, quote, a bicycle riding position to get the most power out of it. So far though, I'm very pleased with the quality of the fenders. I would definitely buy the SKS 2s again, Commuter 2s. And only time will tell as to how long the rack will hold up. The battery weighs about 7.5 pounds, and which isn't extremely heavy. But I do like the way it looks so far. I like the way everything's been going together. I expected to have to modify quite a few things. You always do when you're doing something like this. So fairly happy so far. I'll keep posting.